glad. And I was gonna say, take advantage. A big part of being successful, I feel, in any role is networking and putting yourself out there. I definitely commend all of you for being here today. You could be anywhere else, but this is an investment in yourself, getting to know someone, because you don't know who I know. You're graduating, right? You can connect with me now and you have access to me. Hey, Delilah, can you look over my resume? Hey, Delilah, do you know anybody who works in so-and-so field? And I might just know someone and be able to connect you or just mentor you down the line. And, your net worth comes from your network. So this is awesome that you guys are putting yourselves out there. So definitely take advantage and ask me questions. No question is a dumb question. I'm here to serve you guys. And I was just gonna say, also add it for anybody who's interested or thinking of a career in digital strategy or content or social media. Some of the roles that you do want to look for, the titles would be digital strategist, a junior digital strategist, community manager, social media manager, digital marketer, what else? Account manager. So those are all the kinds of roles when you're looking, if you're interested in this field, those are the kind of roles that you'll be looking for. Because I remember when I was first starting, because my background is in PR before I got into social media, and I didn't know how to look up those roles. So not everyone calls a publicist. It's usually an account manager or a research strategist. There's like different terms depending the company. So one thing I would say is to get familiar with what those titles are for the roles that you're looking for in the particular field that you're searching.
Excellent. Thank you. And we're going to take our next question. I'm over here taking notes too. Did y'all write that down? Like, that's an excellent note to take, to know the different ways that positions may be referred to online, right? How excellent.
Hi. So I wanted to ask, when it comes to working with these brands, do you have like a specific approach that you take when you're like doing your research and like finding out what type of content you want to push, like along those lines?
Yes, absolutely. So I've done freelance work and I've done agency work. Each of them I approach a little bit different. So for agency work, the thing I'm doing is I'm going to have a meeting and I'm going to speak to the brand. Usually there's like somebody called the brand manager who's the representative on behalf of that brand. And we're going to have a meeting, kind of see what the level set expectations and goals and what is it that they're trying to gain from social media. And then deciding my content is going to go back to the research part that I mentioned earlier of seeing what works and what doesn't work for this particular brand, what's happening in the industry in general, and then seeing what pertains to them. If they already have like a social following and their presence on social is strong, then we could be a little bit more niche. If they don't, and I'm helping to develop it from scratch, we're going to try a few things and seeing how their consumers kind of are open to that information, and then seeing what works and testing it out. So I will create a plan. It's called the deck. And in that deck, I'm basically presenting my ideas and giving supportive feedback of why these things should work as it pertains to that particular brand.
Thank you for sharing. Can I ask a follow-up question?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like as I asked you that question, it reminds me I did like this consulting externship with this this nonprofit in New York, and they like what their mission and like what they did was they were helping people with disabilities like find like the right resources. And like as I was doing research for that company, one of the things that they were lacking was a social media presence. So like if you were working like with the nonprofit in that area, like what type of content would you try pushing?
So even before pushing the content, you would definitely have to see what is it that we want to, like, what's the goal on social media. I know when it comes to certain like industries, there's a lot of like do's and don'ts just because of like what is it, confidentiality and people's information. So understanding what that is first, then then you can know what kind of content should be shared, right? Because are you gonna like promote people that are part of it, or are you gonna talk about what are the main things of why people come to this non-profit, or what value do they offer? So I call these things content pillars, and it's like 4 buckets of like topics that relate to the company that makes them experts, but then also things that are general that the everyday person can relate to, right? Because not everybody is going to be your consumer, but someone may have an interest because they have a family member that this information pertains to. So you have to think about who you're talking to.
Okay, got it. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, I hope that answered your question.
It did. Thank you.
Excellent. I'm loving all the questions. We're going to take some questions from our chat now. This is from Judea. She asks, what was the most impactful internship / opportunity that you took part in? ? Also, do you have any advice for building your network?
Yes, these are great questions. Well, internships, all of them that I did were very impactful and valuable. I was very intentional in the places that I wanted to work at. So I made a list of like, these are the jobs that I would like, these are the companies I would like to eventually be hired for. And then I looked and connected with people, which I'm glad you brought up the networking, because I didn't apply for almost any of my internships. They were all because of people I know who connected me to someone that they knew, and so on and so forth. So getting your foot in the door is one thing, and then being able to maintain and sustain the role comes with your skill set. And so this answers the next question for building your network. I definitely encourage every single one of you, if you have not already, to create a LinkedIn. A LinkedIn is a professional profile. It's a social media profile, but it's targeted at your professional, like what you bring to the table professionally. And also you're able to connect with other professionals. So at this point, if you guys are thinking of what you're going to pursue when you graduate, this is the time now to start connecting with people in those companies. And you should definitely set up what's called the informational interview. And that's when you create a list of questions, kind of like the ones you guys have been asking me, and you target it to people in the roles that you're interested in. You can just send them a quick email, because right now with social media, there's pretty much no excuse of not being able to connect with people, because everyone's information is out there. It's just a matter of a quick search. And you just send them a quick email saying, hi, my name is Amina. I am looking for an opportunity to work at so-and-so company. I see that you do X and X. Do you have 15 minutes on Thursday at 9 a.m. so I can just chat with you about a few questions, because I'm interested in pursuing, a career in this industry. 9 times out of 10, if you're direct, respectful, and know exactly how you're going to make use of that person's time, they will connect with you. So that is my advice for building your network.